Welcome to Melanate the Mic, the real experience of a creator's mind in this fast-paced industry and how they stay focused on the vibes. Greetings. Welcome back to Melanate the Mic podcast. It's your lovely host, Nostra, and we have some amazing people in the building with us today.
Yeah.
It's time.
Let the people know who you are. What's the vibe?
It's the Unicorn, a.k.a. Killa, Kherk, Cobain, one half of the Jersey Gods. We in here.
DJ Fade the Future, like he said, one half of the Jersey guys. It's time.
Yeah!
Oh, I like that. Dropping bombs. I like that.
So thank you guys for being here with me today. This is like
a
my
pleasure.
first podcast here in my new space at
Congrats.
Bravery
Congrats on that.
Studio.
Beautiful.
So welcome to Melanate the Mic podcast.
Melanate
Look at
the
me.
Pipe.
Hey. We don't melanate
I like
the
that.
pipe. I mean, you know, we keep it PG over here.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
That could be an offspring, actually.
That could be an offspring. That's
That sounds
actually
like a whole topic. But all right.
it is a whole topic. We gonna dive into that. We have our rated R, rated X, rated all those other things maybe on in the future when we get a little more grown. But
In the meantime,
please,
between time.
in the meantime, introduce us to how did Jersey Gods start? Like, how did that begin? Why was that important for you guys? Take me on that journey.
All right. Boom. Where do I start at? Start with the time? Me and Faye had a record.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the journey.
All right, boom. I was on a little bit before that. I was on a panel, and they was talking about, it was basically trying to figure out, you know what I mean, the top 10 artists, more like a top 20, top 20 artists in Jersey for a certain year, like how MTV got the top 10 list. And we going through this list, and it was just like really hard to figure out who got a total package, right? So as we debating, you know, who's number one, who's number five, they're like, this person got the sound, this person got the look, this person represents here, And I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, yo, if I sat down and worked on like a project or something, we could really put what Jersey really sound like together, right? Why is nobody rapping on club? Fast forward, I come across this dope ass beat, right? The It's Time beat. And I put a verse on it. Rolling Stone P put a verse on it, and we put it out. And next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls like, bruh, I heard your voice on the radio today.
Yeah.
I'm like, get the F out of here. You ain't hear me. They're like, I heard Killa. I know that's you. Fade, yeah. So Fade hit me up. Fade like, hey, bruh, we lit right now. We need to have a meeting.
Yeah.
And we linked up. We linked up at Barcode or somewhere.
I think Barcode was the first time.
Yeah. We linked up at Barcode. They played the record in Barcode. They went crazy in there. When we seen the reaction, every day since then, we like, bro, we're taking this to the top. You feel me? And Jersey Gods just like, not saying that we personally are the gods of Jersey. It's saying the sound, what we stand for. You know, feel me? Like entrepreneurs. We independent. We don't got we're not signed to nothing. We do everything ourselves. We are gods within Jersey. You feel me?
And that's so important because a lot of times people don't understand that Jersey is its own sound. Jersey is its own culture. Jersey is its own vibe. So when I was introduced to you guys, I'm like, oh, I've seen them before. I'm like, yeah, I've seen them. But now, like, really tuning in and listening and seeing is like, it's consistent. It's consistent
Facts.
with the culture. It's consistent with the vibe. So nobody can't deny that you guys represent Jersey,
Right.
which is super important because you're always looking for who really represents Jersey sound, who really represents what we're bringing to the table. And I
facts.
know you guys been rolling with Secret Society, like that's your family. Like,
family.
why was it important for you guys to have that structure of the team? Why is it important to just not only be yourself or be with Faye? Why was it important to have that team element? Because you drop everybody you roll with in all of your music, which is
Facts,
something I
yeah.
appreciate as well.
Yeah.
So why was that important to do that?
I started off, for me, I just I understand that teamwork and playing your position, you feel me? It's always greater when you have, you know, multiple people pushing towards the same goal.
Yep.
Right? Trying to be an individual, and when people are pushing in different directions, you're not really progressing forward. You know what I mean? It's not going to work like that. So me being a part of Secret Society and seeing what Secret Society means for film and photography and creativity within Jersey, him being a DJ and a legendary producer, myself being an artist in fashion, it only made sense. We got the film and photography down. Let's get fashion. Let's get music. Let's get DJing. Let's get beat making, producing, songwriting, also a part of this conglomerate. and we are productive, everybody in my team is strong and does their own thing.
Yep.
So it just makes sense. You feel me? It came
Yo,
together.
very much so. Cause you guys, like every little thing, y'all have it. Y'all have a whole squad. Even seeing you guys out in Cali the other day, and I'm like, y'all have everything.
Yeah. And one thing I want to add on to that is for the people that's, I are watching this is people see Jersey guys like, yo, y'all the movement, y'all this, y'all that. But you guys see the surface. What you don't see is the editing that our editing guys do, the work that our interns do, the work that people who generally just want to see us win help all come together for one common goal.
Facts.
Which is to win. Everybody has their own entity. It's just a matter of coming together and everyone sticking to the plan. And this is a little bit of the outcome of what you see when you promote unity. Because we just getting started. Like we barely had are reaching what we know what we're capable of. It's because we're dealing with, like I said, you guys see the surface. We do a lot outside of just music to really build Jersey Guys as a brand, because you don't just make music, and that's like we don't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? Because we're like you said, we're independent. We do everything ourselves. But like I said, with the solid team that we have and the people who we're looking to recruit, it's just only going to get bigger and better and offer other positions for other people to grow and hopefully get jobs in their field. Because my boy actually told me this other day, like sometimes we don't even realize our power and our responsibility. And we're literally offering jobs and networks and connections with people that will last a lifetime. And they're thanking us like, yo, wow, we really appreciate the opportunity. And it's just like, wow, it's really deeper than music.
It is. And that's the reason why I even created Melanate the Mic, because I wanted to tell that other side of the industry. Everybody see the glitz and glamour and be like, oh, it's beautiful. Like, oh, it looks so shiny. Oh, you know what? I got a couple 16s. Let me just drop this. Or I could like click a camera. Like, no, it's deeper than that. You have the marketing, you have the business, you have so much that goes into being a creator.
It's a lot.
That people don't understand what a creator's mind goes through. So what I would like to ask both of you guys, like, what are some key things that you do to protect your mind? Because that industry can get very overwhelming very quickly. You could be around so many different types of people. You don't even know what type of energy people are coming with.
That's right.
So how do you protect yourself against that?
Well, for me, I channel those energies into like fitness, or whether meditation. I love to take naps. I don't sleep as much recently, but napping actually rejuvenates your mind and kind of resets. I eat a very healthy diet. Like you could ask Unicorn, like I'm really on point with the diet. So it's a matter of keeping my sanity and keeping my routines and not letting the habits of the industry intertwine with my zone.
Yeah, I think us being independent is actually what keeps us grounded, what protects our space, right? Because we go to these meetings, and we go to like Fashion Week just passed. We're at events, we're at meetings, we're at shows, we're backstage at shows, we're setting up, right? So we're interacting with all these industry people, but at the end of the day, when it's time to make a decision, we got to sit down with each other. We got to communicate like brothers. You feel me? If we up 48 hours straight making music, writing a video treatment, picking out wardrobe to go shoot the video locations, we got to sit down and be like, yo, bro, let's go get something to eat healthy. Let's go hit the gym together. You know what I mean? Let's go rest together, and then let's map out. So I think like communication and keeping each other grounded is like super duper important in success in any situation. I mean,
super important. And those are like key things that you don't even hear many people talk about.
Facts.
Like the rest period. It's like everybody thinks it's team no sleep. Like you can't promote team no sleep and you're not team no sleep. But I'm also eating healthy. I'm also going to the gym.
Your rest and your health is super important. You can't be up there performing if you winded. You know what I mean?
We're human beings.
You ain't gonna be tip top in a meeting if your mind is clouded and you falling asleep nodding off. Ain't gonna work for you.
It's not. So the next question for me is like, what is that driving force that keeps y'all grinding hard? Because everybody has that one little thing. Like if you were to lose everything, most creators have that one thing that will keep them, you know what? I may have lost everything, but I'm going to go harder because I know something else is coming.
Facts.
What is that one thing for you guys?
I'm going to say my grounding thing, when I make my like Instagram captions, I say the word organic a lot, right? But the fact that I know that what we got is organically loved by the people. You feel me? We've never paid for radio, never paid for promotion, nothing. People naturally are gravitated to our stuff. So it's like if my Instagram got deleted today, right? If somehow, some way my bank account got fraud and I lost everything, I know I could sit down with Fade and make something. I could create something that has value. We've done it time over time. I've done it personally, time over time. Like as a creative, your asset is in your head, right? You write something down, you produce a beat, you create a shirt or some type of fashion or art, and people want it. They buy it. It's still a service and a good. So my asset is in my brain. It don't cost nothing. It can't be depleted. As long as my brain work, we good. Yep. So we could lose it all today and still pop back tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Facts.
Love it. What's fun for you, Faye?
I got so deep into his.
Right?
What was the question? I was like, what was that? What keeps us
What's your driving force? Like, what's that one thing
my
that keeps
personal
pushing you?
driving force is literally music. Like when it's all said and done, like my passion for knowing my calling is literally what pushes me going. Like it's difficult at times to see other people excelling and knowing that what we have is golden or we haven't aligned ourselves yet with certain opportunities. But when to really like flush all that out, I really sit back, take a moment, breathe, and just be gracious about, you know, the calling that I have, the people that I'm surrounded with, like I said, our team, and knowing that I'm not just doing this for self anymore. Like we're past that. Like it's really truly bigger than that. We have a whole movement and culture that we are shedding light on, and then we reach into the mainstream.
And that's super important because a lot of creators don't have that intention as to why they're doing what they're doing. They don't even know what's
They just
driving
see the bag,
them.
the money, the bag, the money. You know, it's not all about that.
It's surface level, real surface level. And even to build on what he's saying, like, I also feel like we have a responsibility, right? People look up to us, the community, the kids, the youth, like, we're for all intents and purposes, we're like role models, right? If you're from Newark, you're from East Orange, and you want to be a creative, you don't really have too many people that's directly in your community that you could be like, yo, I'm seeing them do it from the mud. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like waiting for a handout. Like, please, somebody come save me. You could do it yourself. Me and Fade of representation is you could do it yourself. So that's like another driving force to me. I can never let myself fail just because I know that other people are looking up to me as an example.
It's a responsibility.
Yeah,
People
facts.
have to understand when you're in music, and when you're in music, it's a responsibility. When you have a platform, it's a responsibility, and you have to be mindful of what your responsibility is and be intentional. And
Exactly.
that goes into question of what type of legacy do you guys want to leave for the
facts.
community? Like, what's the legacy that you guys like? Where do you guys see yourself in maybe 5 years? Or what type of things that you haven't built yet do you want to build?
I would say that the legacy is milestone at the milestone at the milestone. Like everything that we have done has literally been based off of our craft and studying, like literally studying the game. And yeah, man, we just really love like what we doing, man.
And we do it selfless. Like, you know how it's Black History Month, right? So you're going to see all type of stuff on TV. This person created that. This person invented this person did this movement. It wasn't on Instagram back then, so they wasn't doing it for likes. They was doing it because it meant something, right? That's sort of like the legacy I want to leave. Like, when it's all said and done, I want my grandchildren to sit down and be like, yo, you feel me? He started with nothing, and he paved the way. And he didn't just pave the way for himself, he brought others along with him.
Exactly.
Right? He made opportunity that made his surroundings, his community better. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much where I'm at with it.
And that's so important. And I'm glad you guys said that, because then it goes into this question of what are 3 misconceptions about the industry that you can provide for artists to navigate against?
Word.
So, like, what's some things that you've seen in the industry so far?
Misconception is that, like we said before, everything all glams and glitter.
It's nasty.
Another one is sometimes you have to play multiple roles. You know, you can't be afraid of digging a little bit into the editing or digging a little bit into some paperwork or digging a little bit into some creative direction. You know, as a creative, it's your product, it's our product at the end of the day, and we want to make sure that everything down to the T is what we see in our creative minds, because sometimes when you're working with people, they don't see the same vision as you. So we had to communicate that with our team, and some people think that, oh, they're gonna get it, that's their job, that's their field, so they should get it. No, sometimes you really have to, you know, have clear and concise direction. So I think that's one of the misconceptions.
Definitely.
I would say one misconception about the industry is that the industry is some, you know, umbrella force that's above you. You as the artist, you're the industry. You feel me? You are the industry. If you play basketball, you're the NBA industry. Like, you know, there's other positions around, but as the artist and the creative, you are the industry. The industry wants you to believe. Sign to us. Give us your royalties. Give us this, that, and the third, because we're going to make you what you are, who you are. Nope. You can drive that forward, and if you're smart about your business, you can create business around you. You can do shows every week and get paid for. You can get paid for features. You can get sponsorships, and you can build that for yourself if you have the right mind state and the consistency and the determination to do that for yourself. You can build your own business. There's parts of the country where there are rappers and musicians who only have to stay in their state and can make a lot of money and tour.
Yep.
Listen,
we could go on. We could go on and name even artists that's millionaires
I
right
name
now
you artists
that you wouldn't even know.
never heard of.
Yep.
and that's what I've been trying to tell people. It's not just only about creativity. It's what opportunity are you presenting?
Yes.
How are you strategizing? How are you being more creative? If you're just creative in your craft, you're putting yourself in this box.
Facts.
So like, if you're a creative, we create boxes to destroy them. Yeah. So like, what are some boxes that people have placed on you guys that you've destroyed?
Has somebody put us in a box?
They try to. I remember, one person was like, "Oh man, he do club music. He not a rapper." You know what I mean? It's like stuff like that.
But you be hitting them with some bars though.
I kind of don't pay attention to. I don't think we pay attention to that at all. That's why I can't even refer. I can't even recall.
I honestly feel like we're the definition of outside the box, like
because nobody's doing what we're doing.
Yeah,
at all.
I don't think there's
to this
a box
degree.
For us.
No,
I don't think so. And the different hats we wear. You feel me? Music. He DJs. He produces. And fashion.
We need to do a behind the scenes documentary of what really
goes
we
on
do
behind the
in our
scenes.
daily personal lives, along with battling the mainstream artists that people see us as.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a wake up call for a lot of people, and that would see.
So then, give us a little insight. Like, what's a daily routine on like a hectic day? What would be that routine? Like, give us that insight as to what are we missing.
We've had days where we've had to come home, shower, and change clothes 4 times in a day. A meeting, home, back, shower, change clothes, interview, a day party performance, a show later that night, then the fashion week after party. We're talking about wardrobe changes, loading different songs on the hard drive so that when we give it to the DJ, they got everything. We're talking about everything from like being our own manager, being our own technical directors, being our own stylists. It's a lot.
And follow up emails once we get up 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's organize who we gonna. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you. Let's follow up with these dates and then set reminders.
Picking up dancers, organizing, coordinating models for photo shoots. Like, think about it. If you got a show, we gotta get all our dancers there. Right?
Like,
get
hearing
them in the door,
you guys
get them
is
situated.
just bringing me so much joy, because this is any artist listening, please understand, this is the epitome of hard work.
Facts.
This is the epitome of what it means to be focused on your goals, because this is the grind that a lot of people don't understand. Like, it's not a quick industry. It's still time. It's, as Nipsey Hussle always says, it's hard work plus patience.
We done had to leave events. Remember, sometimes take turns driving while somebody else getting dressed while we change clothes in the back seat. One person driving, somebody else changing.
I can't wait to see that interview. I can't wait to see this documentary. It's gonna be so amazing.
And when we really working a record, like if we got like a new record,
it's crazy.
We do our own promo tour.
Pretty much.
Y'all like giving me so much, and I'm just like, where do I go from this?
It's all good.
Where do I go? This is This is just so insightful, and I'm very grateful. I couldn't be any more grateful for you guys.
We're grateful as well. Thank you so much for the opportunity and the platform.
Word.
So what do y'all do for fun? Like,
it's crazy. I feel like this is fun. It's work and fun for us. You know what I mean? What's fun?
I'll say I balance.
Yeah.
I play basketball. That's like my outlet too when I'm not like
I'm boo-boo at that.
exercising, reading, conversation. You know, talking to family members. You know, when I'm like need a break. Cause we all need a break. Like we just at the spa the other day, a nice little reset for the body, for the mind, and the spirit. And you know, for me, it's fun to catch up with family members because I'm really like we talk every day.
Yeah,
like we're coordinating. We're constantly creating. Like I said, we have the same goals in mind, and sometimes we can be a little distant from family. So it provides joy for me to catch up on like with family members.
So what are some ways how you guys maintain those relationships outside of the industry?
it's hard. It's time man. It's called time management.
Time management.
But like I said,
Bingo.
it's super hard. Like even I slack when it comes to family. It's hard. Like family, friends, business associates, work colleagues,
Juggling.
It's
a juggle.
It's a constant juggle, and it's a juggle you're gonna have to do until you get yourself to where you want to be, or until you get that routine right, or like the perfect team. Which there's never really such thing as the perfect team because you're always working to better yourself. But yeah.
So what are some key things that you would say to somebody that, because I know for me, it's been hard balancing that, my career or my relationships. It's like, how do you, because it's hard for me, and that's why I've been trying to decipher, like, how do you manage that balance? Like, how do you be there for somebody who don't understand your goals, but still want to be present with them because they're family?
Yeah.
Love them from afar.
You know what? When it comes to business, sometimes the word cutthroat really come into play. You got to be able to cut things off, even if it might seem hurtful, or it might seem like I'm not spending quality time with my boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever. You might not need to have a boyfriend or girlfriend while you climbing up, or they might have to understand that.
But if they don't understand it then, at that moment, they'll understand it later when they see the trajectory and everything, you know, fall into place. But that's us as creators. We have to see that. We have to see the future. We have to maintain that faith and really know what's the future. Because sometimes, you know, I get discouraged sometimes. But Kherk just say, "Yo, we right there.
Keep pushing.
We just gotta keep pushing." Like it's like we got all these moments where we just almost got this, so we almost just got that, and I'm like, "Damn, bro!" Like it wouldn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But he one thing I love about him, and he's my brother. Like he knows how to like encourage me, and then like vice versa. You know, we do the same thing.
Yeah, facts.
And that's super important.
Yeah.
Super
You gotta have somebody with you that's a motivator. If you got somebody with you that's oh man, we can't do that. If they got the word can't, don't, nope, wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't in their vocabulary, get them out of there, because those downward words. You feel me? That's words of not being able to do something. So when it come to us, there's always gonna be a moment where you be like, damn, yo, we was this close to performing at the VMAs. Like we was this close.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, we did so much work while we wasn't on. I'm like, don't even worry about it. You feel me? Because think about it. There's a million artists who wasn't even close. And so the fact that we was, that's a blessing in itself.
I think I get so discouraged sometimes because he could vouch for me. When I have a goal, there's nothing that's, like, you could ask people who's around who knows me. When I see a goal, I'm like, yo, Kherk, this is going to happen. Like, I speak into existence, I manifest it, I pray on it. And then when it, like, kind of doesn't happen, it kind of, like, throws me off a little bit. And I had to, like, reroute myself. And that's why these conversations like this are so important to really maintain your sanity and get back.
Super
and then
important.
just keep striving until it's your time in alignment.
So my last question is, what is one thing that you want to leave to an artist who's at that one, maybe like, damn, I just missed it? What's that one last thing of encouragement that you want to leave for them?
If you give up now, you'll never know.
A year from today, you're going to wish you started today. Yeah.
All right.
Bars.
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 Yeah,
Bars. You feel me?
So I really appreciate you guys coming to be here on Melanated the Mic and share with our vibes. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime.
Yes.
Hit us up anytime.
Yes.
Jersey.
That's it.
Hey.
Love that.